Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn Mathematics. This is Rekha Chabra, your maths teacher. Students, I hope you all are doing great. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel and post your comment after watching the complete video. So we were doing chapter number 5, continuity and differentiability, in which we have already discussed and learned the concept of limits and continuity, differentiability, how to find derivative of composite functions and implicit functions. Today I'm going to discuss exponential functions and logarithmic functions, and then after that we will discuss few questions based on these functions. Let's talk about exponential functions first of all. Here we have to keep two things in our mind. One, we should have positive base, and another that base should be greater than 1. For example, y is equal to b raised to the power x. Here definitely b is greater than 1 and it is positive. Second important thing is it has steep graph, it grows rapidly or fastly. Then we have two types of exponential functions. One is common, other is natural. Common exponential function means base 10 and natural exponential function means base e. It's not mandatory to have e raised to the power x every time in the exponential function. Few more exponential functions are given in front of you: a raised to the power x, 10 raised to the power x, 2 raised to the power x, 5 raised to the power x, all are called as exponential functions whenever base is greater than 1. Now the question is, what is e? E is an Euler number and the value of e is approximately 2.7182 and so on, and this is an irrational number. E has same importance in calculus as pi has in geometry. Students, if you remember, there was one chapter in class 11th, sequences and series. So this is exponential series. And if we take x is equal to 1 in this series, then we are going to get this. 1 plus half is 2.5, and after that you can observe fractions are very small. It means we are going to add some very small quantity in 2.5, so it will give us the value somewhere around 2.7182 and so on. Now let's talk about logarithmic functions. Here let b greater than 1 be a real number, then log of a to the base b is x. Exponential format we all know very well. If we want to convert it into logarithmic form, then see how we write it. This base remains base and this number comes here and this exponent goes on the right side. And how we read it? Log of a to the base b is equal to x. Domain of log functions is r plus and the range is all the real numbers. We never take log for negative numbers. Now see the comparison. This is logarithmic form and this is exponential form. If we talk about the conversion from exponent to log, so 5 raised to the power 0 is equal to 1, or we can say 10 raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. And if we want to write down the same thing in log format, so we will write log of 1 to the base 10 is 0. Same way 2 cube is equal to 8, so log of 8 to the base 2 is 3. That's how we can convert it. If we talk about domain and range, then exponential function, the domain is all the real number and the range is positive real number. And log functions, the domain is all the positive real numbers and range is all the real numbers. If we plot these points on the graph, then when we come from exponential to logarithmic function, then x becomes y and y becomes x. Here are few properties of logarithms. First is known as base change formula. If it is given as log p to the base a and we want to change this base from a to b or any other base, so we will write down log of p to the base b, which is a new base, upon log of a to the base b. Example is given here in front of you. Here we are changing base 10 to base e. Next is log pq is equal to log p plus log q. Log p raised to the power n is n log p and log x by y is log x minus log y. Derivative of e power x with respect to x is same, e power x. Derivative of log x with respect to x is 1 by x. Here also we have two types of log, natural log where base is e and common log where base is 10. Now, is it true that x is equal to e power log x for all real x? Taking log to both sides and then apply the property of log wherever we have log a power b, so it becomes b log a. So we are applying that property of log x is equal to this power will come here log x log e. Now the value of log e is 1. So it means log x equal to log x, this is true, but only for those x which belongs to R plus as per the domain of log function. Now let's talk about few questions of exercise 5.4. Question number 3, e power x power 3. Here we have to take the derivative of this thing. So first of all, let's apply chain rule here, because here we can see this is composition of functions. So derivative of e power x power 3 with respect to x cube, and then let's take the derivative of this x cube with respect to x. So e power x, whatever is this, the derivative of this thing is same, and derivative of x cube is 3x square, and after that you can simplify and you can write down this is only answer. Question number 5, d by dx of log of cos e power x. Here also chain rule. First of all, let's take the derivative of log with respect to cos e power x, then derivative of this thing with respect to e power x, then derivative of e power x with respect to x. So derivative of log is 1 upon x, means 1 upon cos e power x. Cos x is minus sin x and e power x is e power x. Minus sin e power x upon cos e power x is tan e power x, and this e power x is as it is minus as it is. Then question number 7, under root e power root x. Here first of all again chain rule, derivative of this complete thing with respect to e power root x, then derivative of this thing with respect to root x, then derivative of root x with respect to x. So root x, the derivative is 1 upon 2 root x. Then e power x is e power x. Then again root x is 1 upon 2 root x. Simplify and get the answer. Question number 9, cos x upon log x. Here simply students you can apply quotient rule and get the answer. 10th question, cos of log x plus e power x. Again chain rule. First of all, derivative of this cos with respect to this term log x plus e power x, then derivative of this term with respect to x. Here cos x is minus sin x, and here you have studied algebra of derivatives. So here a plus b, whole derivative is derivative of a plus derivative of b. So we are applying the same thing, and derivative of log x is 1 by x, e power x is e power x. Now few questions of 5.5. Here cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x is given. Let it be equal to y. Let's take log to both sides. Log y is equal to log this. It means we can apply that property of logarithm. Log xy is equal to log x plus log y. So here we can separate log cos x plus log cos 2x plus log cos 3x. Derivative of log y, 1 by y, and then derivative of y is dy by dx. Then log cos x, log function log x is 1 upon cos x, and then derivative of cos x is minus sin x, plus here also log x means 1 upon cos 2x, then cos 2x is minus sin 2x, and then 2x is 2. Same way here, and then simplify, and let's take this y to right side and put the value of y, and this is only answer. Then question number 2, here y is given, again taking log to both sides, log y, and this term can be written as whole power 1 by 2, and when we will take log, this 1 by 2 will come here. 1 by 2 log x upon y means log x minus log y. Three things we have done in just one step. Then 1 by 2, and here log xy is log x plus log y, minus Log x, y, z means log x plus log y plus log z. Then take the derivative log of this thing 1 upon x minus 1. Derivative of x is 1. Same way we'll take the derivative for all the terms. Take y to right side and put the value of y back, and this is only answer. Question number 6 here. Let it be equal to p. P is equal to x plus 1 by x whole raised to the power x plus x power x 1 plus 1 upon x. Let this term be u and this term be v. So dp by dx will be equal to du by dx because we are assuming this term as u, and dv plus dv by dx. Let's talk about these terms one by one. Let's talk about u first of all. This is u, taking log to both sides, log u, and this will come here in front x log this thing. Then 1 by u du by dx log this plus x into, we are taking the derivative now. What was the thing written here? It was written x, we are applying the product rule here. This is first term, this is second term. So derivative of first means derivative of x, that is 1. Second term as it is plus first as it is derivative of second. So log x 1 upon x, then x is 1, then 1 upon x, the derivative is minus 1 upon x square. Then du by dx, let's take u to this side, and now let's talk about v. V was this, again taking log to both sides, this will come here 1 plus 1 upon x log x. Then again product rule, derivative of first, derivative of 1 is 0, 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square, second term as it is plus first as it is derivative of second. Simplify, take v to that side and then put the value of v back. Now putting these values in equation 1. So dp by dx is equal to du by dx, this thing, plus dv by dx, this thing. Question number 12, here x power y plus y power x is equal to 1. Let it be u and let it be v. Du by dx plus dv by dx is equal to 0. Definitely derivative of 1 constant is 0. Now u is x raised to the power y and v is y raised to the power x. Let's talk about u first of all. Taking log to both sides, log u, y, log x. Differentiating 1 upon u, du by dx is equal to dy by dx into log x, again product rule, derivative of first, second as it is, plus first as it is, derivative of second. Take u to that side and put the value of u back. Let it be second equation. Talk about v, same way simplify v as well. Then from 1, 2 and 3 we are going to get this as answer. Question number 16, y is equal to fx is equal to this thing. We have to find f dash 1. First of all, taking log to both sides, log y is equal to log a, b, c, d means log a plus log b plus log c plus log d as per the properties. Then take the derivative 1 by y. We are taking the derivative with respect to x. Definitely everywhere we have to take the derivative with respect to x. So 1 by y dy by dx, and here also on the right side we'll take the derivative. Take y to this side and then all these terms will come here in the bracket, and then what we have to find, f dash 1 means derivative when the value of x is 1. So here what is y? Y was this thing, means 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 2 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 16, and then put the value of x as 1 here also, and the final answer is 120. So students, I hope you must have understood these questions and these functions, exponential and logarithmic functions. Please try remaining questions yourself and keep watching these videos for better understanding of the topics. Thank you very much.